Happy Sunday, friends. I wanted to reach out and give you a heads up of what you've got coming in English 3 with Miss Kirk this week. This is for our AP Language and Composition course. So this is a year-long English 3 AP Language and Comp. And we're looking at August the 19th to the 23rd. On the left-hand side, you should see the heads up. I want to note a few things you see. On Friday, your No Red Ink is due. On the 5th, you will have your first AP Progress Check number 1. So this is actually going to be using the AP College Board online interface to make sure that you have mastered the skills we've looked at since we started our first unit. On the 6th, your shield will be due. Now, you don't know what that is yet, but we will look at that this week. At the end, you can see last week we talked about our Gadsby assessment. I introduced the quarter 1 reading project. We looked at a soapstone, which was a review from your English 2 curriculum. And the whole point of that was for you to be able to see that transition from English 2 to AP Language and Composition. We're going to look at that second piece this week. And then, of course, we addressed the types of claims, specifically fact, value, and policy, and how a single argument or a single text includes all of these things in order to be effective. For our week 4 instructional outline, on Monday, you're going to take your week 3 vocabulary and skills assessment. Make sure you know your word, the definition, the word part, what it means, and then, of course, those ACT skills we went over in our bell ringers. This week, we're going to look at a few new skills, and we're going to transition into claims with our text. Next, on Tuesday, we are going to look at staking a claim and building an argument. We're going to talk about the types of argument. We talked last week about how there were 3, but we didn't really go into detail. This time, we're going to go into detail into what those 3 are. So you can start thinking about which one is going to be the easiest for you to use in your writings. Aside from that, we're going to move into analyzing aspects and do our first read of Stephen Prothero's Introduction to the American Bible. We're going to look at what he is writing about, and according to Stephen Prothero, what does it mean to be an American? On day 2 of Prothero, we're going to look at the rhetorical moves that he uses in order to create audience movement. On the 23rd, we're going to talk about your self-concept shield. Again, that is going to be due on September the 6th. But on Friday in class, we're going to get to look a little bit more at who we are, why we are that way, who we want to be, and how we're going to get there. Tech tip for this week is about PowerSchool. So parents, please make sure you're using PowerSchool to follow up with your child. I do update grades weekly as per our district policy. It's a nice thing to be able to get a little notification on your cell phone. I enjoy using it with my own child, so I think you will too. Please ask about ACT prep that we're working on in class. Every day, your child has the opportunity to work on read theory and advance his or her reading level. And then, of course, we do have a weekly No Red Ink lesson as well. So your student is growing based on his or her individual opportunities for growth and not spending time on things that he or she has already mastered. As a reminder, thank you so much for everyone who has put forth your English fee of $10. And that classroom fee does fund things for our class. So we appreciate those of you who are doing that, or those of you who have sent in donations of Clorox wipes, hand sanitizer, those sorts of things that help keep us afloat, especially during the winter months. And then, of course, your AP fee. It is $94, and that does go to pay for your exam. We asked that all students bring in a deposit of $40. Now, we do have an opportunity for scholarships that will be coming out more in the coming weeks. I will encourage every student to apply for that scholarship, whether you think you need it or not. It's just a nice cushion in your back pocket. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me by email, stephanie.kirk@bluntk12.org. I look forward to seeing you guys in class on Monday. Have a great day. Bless you, my children.